When is the next recession? Oh, that's the magic question. So many people ask that all the time. When's the next recession? We have a recession in 2020. When's the next stock market crash coming and things like that. And at the end of the day, there's not a soul on the planet who knows when the next recession is, when the next stock market crash is. But I can tell you how to prepare for it. I can tell you, what you need to do. You absolutely need to always have some cash on the sideline. A lot of people don't ever have any type of liquid money on the sideline. I always like to keep 10 to 30% of my wealth in cash and cash equivalents, or money in savings accounts, checking accounts, just money you can get to easy. That's not invested money. Always keeping a portion over there. Because what happens when a recession happens, stock market crash happens, assets get really, really cheap. And these times, cash is king. This is why it's important to always have cash. Most years, the stock market's going to do well. Most years, assets are going to increase in price. But for those times when they don't increase in price and there's a big pullback, there's a big correction, there's a big crash, something like that, these are the opportunities that if you have cash on the sideline, you are king, and you're going to be able to buy so many companies for so cheap. It's like shooting fish in a barrel, I like to say. So that's the biggest thing. But when it comes to a recession, who knows? I mean, right now I would say the economy is in pretty good shape, but 2 years from now, who knows? Like, you don't know, I don't know, no one knows. And this is just what a lot of people get caught into, thinking, well, maybe it's going to come, maybe it's going to come. And eventually it will come. The bottom line is to be prepared for when it does, because you don't know, no one knows. It could be another 10 years before we have one. And the Dow's at 60,000 or whatever. And, countless stocks have doubled, tripled, quadrupled, 10x. And you could have missed out on that whole opportunity because you were so worried about when the next recession might come, when the next stock market crash might come. And if you're going to that place, you're always going to stay on the sideline because there's always stuff to worry about. I've been in this game for over a decade now, and I can tell you, every year along the way, there was things to worry about. Every year there was people saying, we're going to have the crash, we're going to have the recession, something bad's going to happen every year. You just got to fight that and say, you know what? I'm going to be diversified. I'm going to have my money in the best stocks possible, the companies that have the best opportunities in front of themselves, companies that are most undervalued based on all the metrics I look into. And then from there, always keep some money on the sideline. Be prepared.